This is a video response to StandinStan's recent Jesus Camp/Hell House series, in which Stan eloquently assesses the methods and consequences of the fundamentalism present in both documentaries. I have seen neither of these programs, but will rather be offering my perspectives on science, religion, and the intersection of these ideals. I have been an atheist for as long as I've been able to consider matters of God and spirituality, and usually refer to myself as an atheist in public circles. I admire Richard Dawkins as an extraordinarily logical arguer, in spite of his arrogance, and I do believe in evolution. Most of my friends are also atheists, but privately it seems as if my religion, or lack thereof, cannot be classified as easily. At the risk of sounding shallow, I have reached a point in my life in which I don't particularly care. For most of my life, I have been aiming toward a scientific career, with a strong interest in cosmology and genetics. As such, I believed, and still do, in evolution. Of course, you don't need to be an atheist to believe in evolution, but my faith in science, pardon the pun, made my atheism all the more sure in my mind. Now I'm more of a writer, by far. I comment on current issues whenever I get the chance, and even write regular film reviews for a local newspaper. I now concern myself with the subjective world of human ideas and experiences, rather than an objective world of facts and principles. I still believe in evolution, Pangea, and the whole shebang, but it no longer matters to me. God may exist, or God may not, but either way, he, she, or it has never been relevant in my life. In the end, I'd easily call myself a secularist. I believe anything that I can justify to myself. I couldn't possibly justify murder, rape, or incest, but neither could any sane, moral person, religious or otherwise. This brings me to my second point, concerning religion and ethics. Morality, as I understand it, stems from a mutual agreement between members of a community on how to treat each other properly. This mutual consensus may be packaged in religion or society, but in either case it instills and upholds good, just values. As such, an atheist can be just as moral and upstanding as a religious person. I am still undecided as to whether a God exists, but I personally see no reason for it to exist. One of my friends countered this stance with the suggestion that, quote, God exists in order to make us feel good about ourselves. To which I responded, no, that's the reason for belief in God. Morality may exist free of religion, as we established, and science has disproven creationism. As such, I see no purpose in this world for God, Zeus, Odin, and company. I should now stress that I respect religion, of course, but I am also wary of it. The benevolent ideals preached by organized religions may form an excellent moral compass, but major churches will only too often become controlling bodies, driving their followers to define themselves by their faith. An understanding of right and wrong can exist in any society, religious or not, but the notion of sin generally takes this one step further, as it compels, or even frightens, followers from the things of which the Church doesn't approve. Religion has been a medium of prejudice and violence over the centuries, discriminating against women, homosexuals, and other groups, whereas no war has been waged under the sole banner of atheism. I can only object to the dangerous influence of the fundamentalists documented in these programs, as they add testament to how harmful religion can be when misused. Leading back to my self-professed secularism, I can now easily set my beliefs apart from the standard strain of atheism. Science no longer factors in my life as very important, so I don't view religion as an opponent. Most atheists, of which Richard Dawkins is the most militant example, do regard religion as an enemy, and therefore need this opponent in order to validate their beliefs. Effectively, without religion, there would be no atheism. As such, I could best describe my secularism as a form of post-atheism, in that I live my life without religion, accept science in a basic, truthful way, but not in such a way that religion is my enemy. This was, in fact, my first video on YouTube, and I look forward to reading all your comments. Thank you, StandinStan, for your astute and very balanced discussions of current issues. And thank you, Confused Matthew, for your logical and very entertaining film reviews. And finally, thank you all for watching. See you later.